Want to learn how to draft a perfectly fitted 8-piece dress with a beautiful put neckline? In this video, I'll show you step by step how to draft this elegant panel dress pattern that gives a flattering structured fit. So grab your ruler, paper and pencil and let's start drafting. And don't forget to subscribe for more fashion and pattern drafting tutorials. Thank you so much. I have my pattern paper which I'll be starting the starting line with 1 inch. I'll mark my 1 inch on this part here, just like so. I'll mark the 1 inch, which from this point here I'll mark my bust line. From the starting line here I'll mark the bust line, which I'm using 8.5. I'll mark the bust line here. I'll extend the line to this point like so. Then I'll connect with a straight row. So after this, what you look for, your next measurement, you look for your bust points. Take your measurement of your bust point. So I'll mark the bust point here, which mine is 11 inches. I'll mark the 11 inches. I'll extend the lines also like so. Then I'll connect with a straight row. Then from this point, you look for your half length, which mine is 17 inches. So I'll mark the 17 inches on this part also. I'll mark 17 inches. Then I'll extend with a straight through just the way I did on the post line, like this. After this, you look for the hip line, which mine is 25 inches. So I'll mark the 25 inches for the hip line. I'll mark also which I have 8 inches from the waistline to the hip line also as the hip depth. So I'll connect the line like this. Then I'll be using the total length of what I have the left on the pattern paper as the dress length, which is about 35 inches. So I'll measure and I'll be using this as the dress length for the outfit. So I'll outline the lines for us to see, which I have the shoulder line, I have here as the bust line, we have the bust point, the half length, the hip line and the dress length. So from this point now, look for my shoulder divided by 4, which was I'm using is 15 inches divided by 4 by 2, sorry, will give us 7.5. So I marked the 7.5 on this part. Then I brought it down to the bust line also, which this line I'll connect the 2 points, which should be our armhole line. So I connect the 2 points like this. On the shoulder line also, I'll come down by, from this part I'll come down by 1 inch for shoulder slants. Then on the neckline we have a boat neckline, so I'll be going in by 5 inches, which there's no depth. It's just a straight line like so. So I'll go out by 5 inches, then I'll connect to the 1 inch line we have like this. So from this point now we have the 5 inches left. It's up to you how wide you want it. You can do 6, but maximum 5 is fine. Then I'll measure my bust point, which I have I'll go up by 3 inches, sorry, from this armhole line. Then I'll go in by half of an inch for the cuff. So I'll measure my bust divided by 4, which I have 10 inches. I'll impute the 10 inches on this part here. Then from the nipple point, I'll measure my nipple to nipple divided by 2, which mine is 8. Divided by 2 will give me 4. So I'm marking the 4 inches here. I'll mark the 4 inches. I'll take to the waistline also. I'll mark it on the hip line. Then take down to the dress length. I'll mark the 4 inches also on the dress length, which is here. So what you do now, after marking this, you connect the points, that's the lines, together. So I'm marking from this bust point down to the half length, from the half length to the hip line and to the dress length, just like this. So from the waistline, waistline, what you do next is to impute your darts, which you can use half of an inch, but in this design I'm using 3/4 of an inch, which is 0.75. So I'll mark it here. I'll go down by 5 inches. Then from the, I'll mark 5 inches from this part here. Then from the bust point here, I'll go down by 1 inch. I'll go down by 1 inch from this bust point. Then I'll create the dart leg, which I'll mark in like so, just like this. So after you're done doing this, so what you need to do now is to impute your waist measurement, which I have my own waist measurement. You impute your waist divided by 4, which I have my as 8 3/4. I'll mark the 8 3/4 here. Then I will impute the dart intake, which is 1.5. I'll mark it here also. Then I'll do my hip divided by 4, which I will impute on this part. Then I'll extend the line to the dress length also, just like this. So what we'll do next is to connect all the points together. We'll start with the armhole. You connect the armhole line with the curve, just like this. You connect the armhole like so. Then you connect from the bust line to the waistline, just like this. Then from the waistline to the hip line, then we'll take down to the dress length, just like this. So we're done drafting the front part of the dress. So what I'll do, I want to draft the back now, which I will extend the lines to the other side of the pattern paper. But my half length is on the back, half length is 15. So you impute your back half length, which I have mine as 15. Then impute yours as anyhow you want. Your back length is just impute it on the back side. So I'll do everything I have on the front side. I'll do it also on this side of the pattern also, just the same thing I have on the front side. I will impute it on the back side like this, which I'll create the dart legs also, like so, just the way I did on the body. That on the back is 6 instead of 5. So when creating yours, make sure the back that is 6. So I'll do it like this. I'll create a point like that, connect just the way I did the front side. I'll create it like so. So which we are having, we have the curve line, we're having like this. So what we'll do next, now we've gotten it like this, what we'll do next is to we have the back here and here as the front. So what we need to do now is to snitch the waistline. Remember the dress is fitted on the waist side, so we need to snitch it in so that we have that fitting on the waist part. Which, well, what to do next is to extend. What you do is to extend your dart to the hip line, just the way I'm doing it like this. So you extend like so, take to the other side like this. You do the same thing on the front side, just like so. Then we'll snitch. So what you do now, after you do this, we have to snitch in the waistline. So I'll be going in from this side, 0.2 inch from here, 0.2 inch. Then by the time you have two of this, by the time you remember you have two, you remove from the both side, you'll be having like half of an inch, which you removed from the side. So we took out half of an inch from this side. From this other side also, you just connect like this. So this 0.2, we don't need it again. We are trying to snitch the waist side. So for what to do now is to take on the back side, you can that's the center back, which we have on this side also, you can do 0.5. If your fabric is stretchy, you can do 1 inch, but I'm doing 1 inch, which I'll later change to 0.5 because my fabric that is stretchy will not be enough for me to do this pattern. So I will extend it to this part like this. I later added half of an inch. I'll extend like this. But if your fabric is very stretchy, you do 1 inch just to give in that snatch on the waist side. So this is what we don't need this anymore. We have this for the back side. So what we did here, we'll also do it on the front side. So from the side of the sides of the front, that's the SF, you go in by 0.2 also. You connect just the way I'm doing it like this, just like so. Take it down to this other side, which we don't also need on this part. So we do that on the other side also. So by doing this, we've already taken out from the sides, we've taken out 1 inch already. So we'll do this on the center front also, taking 0.5. By the time you have the two sides, half of an inch. So we'll take it on this side, you connect to the center from just the way I'm doing the straight through like this. Depending on how tight you want the waistline to be. If you don't want it too tight, you see that 1 inch, don't go in by one, do half of an inch is fine. So you go in, you don't need that part again. So what we'll do now, remember we have the difference between the front and the back, which is 2 inch. So I'll impute the side darts of the 2 inch. So on the bust line, I'll come out by 1 inch also, just the way I'm doing it. Then I'll create the points to the 2 inch line, which I have, just like this. So after we're done doing this, now we've snitched the waistline of the patterns. So what we need to do now is to create the cutter to create the panels. Well, after snitching, you have it very tight on the waist side. If you find out if you don't want it, it's up to you, but make sure you label how you can remember. So you write your CF, your SF, your SB, and then CB. That's the center back, which side will be for the zipper. So after you're done doing this, what we need to do next is to now create the lines to the bust point. So from this shoulder line, remember we have some side for the sleeve also. Sorry, from some we left 5 inches, which we have the other side for the shoulder slant. You will measure the what we have there, divide by 2. Just put your tape there, you divide it by 2, just like this. You mark the midpoint. So what you have on the midpoint here, you mark it, just mark your midpoint like this. So connect from that midpoint to the straight through down to the bust point line, just the way I'm doing this, like this. Do the same thing also on the back side. Also look for the midpoint on the shoulder slope line, place your tape like this, fold into 2, mark your midpoint, then take it, mark it straight through, connecting to the bust line like this. So after you're done doing this, what you need to do now is to cut out. We just need to cut everything. I'll just watch the way I'm cutting it. Just cut from this part. We don't need here anymore. You just cut here out. Cut from this part like this. You just have to fold your darts, fold in your darts, then blend the lines, then cut out just like this. Then cut also. Remember you're cutting out the 0.2 inch, which you don't need anymore. Just remove that, then cut out from the darts just like this, the way I'm cutting it. So after cutting it, we are having the two like this, which we have the 4 patterns, just like so. We'll have to fold the side darts, which I had to tape down. I'll fold it and tape it down like this. You can also fold it on your fabric, but I'm folding on the pattern paper, which I will just cut on fabric like so. So I'll fold like this. Then what you do next is to create the panels for the flare. So I'll keep the front and the back aside, and the back patterns aside. Then will work on the front first. I'll keep the side, that's the side of the pattern. I'll keep it like this, then we'll work on the front parts. So let me keep the side first, then let's create the front. So I went ahead to place it on the pattern like this. What you do, you bring a fresh pattern, you place the pattern just the way I'm doing it, you tape it down. I'll be using this glue to this gum to just stay the paper on the other side, on the other fresh paper. So you tape down like this. So after taping down like this, so what you do now is to, let me stay here so it will lay flat. So after you're done doing this, now what you do next is to, from the waistline, remember from the side here, we'll go out by 2.5. It's up to you how wide you want your flare. If you can do 3 inches, you can do 4, depends on what you want, how wide you want. But I'm doing 2.5. I'll go out from this side 2.5, from the other side 2.5. I'll connect with a straight through just the way I'm doing it. Watch the way I'm doing it like this. Just mark it straight through, just like so. which, let me extend this line, which I have the 2.5 here. I have the 2.5 also here. You can do 3 inches. It's up to you how wide you want your panel. Then from the waistline, you have to come down by 1.5 inches. I came down by 1.5 inches, which, because the if you watch the thumbnail, you see that the dress is fitted down a little, like it's a little bit tight on the down part. So I'll come up by 1 inch, 1.5 like this. Then I'll connect from the 1.5 straight to the 2.5 inches, just the way I will mark, like this, with a straight rule, just straight like so, with a straight rule to the 2.5 inches, just like this. Then mark on the other side also, create a mark here. So after you're done doing this, so what you do next is to measure what you have on this part here. Then you divide by 2, just divide by 2. What you have here, divide it by 2. Then from this edge here, you go up by 0.2 inch. From the other side also, go up by 0.2 inch, just to avoid the sharp edge. Then when you do that, you connect, not too curvy, just watch the way I'll place the curve rule. Just connect like this to the other sides, like so. Then connect this part also, meeting the midpoint which you have. So after doing this, what you do next is to cut out. We'll have to cut this out, just like this. So we have the pattern like so, which after you let me stay here, we have this just like this now, which we've added the panel. So what you do now is to create for the second one. You cut this times 2, so we have 2 already for this. So I'll be creating on other patterns, just the first way I did the first one, just the same way I did that. So I'm creating that for this other pattern, just like so. You come down your half of an inch, connect like this, go up by 0 0.10, look for your midpoint, sorry, 0.2, 0.2, connect back. So I'll do it on this part, create on other parts. Then you cut out, sorry, after this you cut just the same way you did the first one. You are doing times 2 also. Then we'll cut out just like so, the same way we did the first one. So after this, after cutting out, I'll be creating, we have the pattern just like this. This is for the other panel, that's the center front, that's the side front, sorry. So after you've gotten this for the side front, you go ahead to do the same thing on other part, that's the back side, the center back and the side back. But on the center back, I'll show you what to do. So I went ahead to do others. This is what we have on the center back. The center back I already did on the side like this. I did not put on the zipper side. You don't add on the zipper side, you just leave the zipper side like so, but add on the other side of the pattern, just this side. For the zipper side, you are not adding any extension, you're not adding any 2.5 on the down part. Just create yours like this. Then after which, I'll bring other patterns which we have like this. I created the patterns. We have the center, the side back and center back, just like this. By the time you join on the waistline, you're having a snitch like this, and you have your flare on the down part. I did also on the front also like this, which we have our patterns like so. By the time you create everything, you sew together, you'll be seeing the flare, like the panels will be very visible, it will be very obvious. You see the line. Then the neckline, what you do on the neckline is to go down from this point, you just notch your half of an inch. This half of an inch is what you'll be using for your bias. Like if you are using bias to fold, you just fold in. Then the shoulder line is still left, that's a 2.5 shoulder line is still left like that, which you have on the shoulder. But go in by half of an inch, just notch your fabric half of an inch, then fold. That half of an inch is what you are using to fold in the neckline. So after doing that, we have our patterns like this, which we've gotten like this. Please do well to subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for watching this, and don't forget to drop your questions on the comment section. I'll gladly reply you. We've come to the end of this video. Thank you for watching this, and see you on my next video.